Alright, Moon Man. Your time of reckoning has come. Road to Joy is the last single released, or the latest from the Gabriel's I.O. Never-Ending project. Which I reviewed every single that's come out, and every time I do, I say this: I'm not doing this anymore. And then, like, the past 2 or 3 have been really good. So, you know, here we are. Now, I didn't get it when it first came out. In fact, they've already released the 2 versions of it, the dark side and the light side. So I got to hear them both. There are slight differences. These 2 aren't that far apart from what I can hear. Unless, you know, they didn't put out the second mix and I'm just like imagining that they did and I heard both of them, but I think I heard both of them. It could be why they're the same, because there could be only one. I don't know. The point is, it's good. It sounds like Kiss That Frog, basically, which is fine to me because it's like, I'll take that. I like Us. In fact, these tracks, a lot of these tracks kind of sound like they were recorded around that time. They have that same kind of sound to them. They sound more like, well, not really. It's like a cross between Up and Us. You know, it's all the same guys that have been on those albums, and, you know, same group of people. So it's good, but it's the most maybe commercial sounding thing. Like some adult contemporary channel might play it. I don't even know where they would play something. I don't even know. I'm so far removed from terrestrial radio. Like I don't think people even use it anymore, really. But if they do, it's like automated DJs and stuff. I know Sirius and XM are still around. I'm pretty sure. I used to have Sirius XM in the 90s. Fuck year am I in? Hi. I'm in the 21st century. In the early part of the century, I think I got around 2004. I got XM, and then Sirius bought it, became Sirius XM, who cares? But they used to play music on the dedicated channels there for whatever genre they had. I listened to talk mostly, though. I listened to like comedy shows, and I used to use it for Coast to Coast, which was kind of like the if you don't know what Coast to Coast is, it's kind of like the show that has like conspiracies and paranormal stuff. And you know, back in the old days, in the long ago, in the before time, I'm not even talking before COVID, I mean before the internet, you didn't really have much as far as research that you could do. You had libraries, you had like bookstores, if you lived near a city that had good bookstores. There's usually 1 or 2. You know, I live near Boston. I live next to Salem, Mass, pretty much. So you could always find stuff. But you know, before the internet, you just took information where you could get it. And Coast to Coast would have a lot of good guests on there sometimes. Usually, though, at least one day out of the week, it would be some real lame kind of like the numbers lady. You know, she'd tell you to draw the number 8 and put it in your wallet or purse, and then it would bring money to it. I don't know. Like that, you'd get shows like that. They were kind of boring. But then every once in a while, you had like a CIA whistleblower guy that would come on and talk about stuff. It's the first time I heard a lot about some of the concepts that are now pretty common in the schizo world. You know, like Black Ops stuff. What would be secret sites, DUMS, underground bases, those kind of things. So I wasn't really all super interested in that kind of stuff, and I'm still not, even though I feel like I talk about it a lot. I'm definitely more interested in the metaphysical stuff, but it crosses over into the conspiratorial kind of realm. So I can go. This is me. How did I get over here? I'm supposed to be talking about Peter's fucking... Wow. I just woke up. For real though, I did. So we're gonna go. But anyway, Yeah, so that's, what do I got now? Out of 6 tracks, I like 3 of them. What do you got? Panopticon I like. The Core I didn't like. Paying for Time or Playing for Time I didn't like. I.O. I didn't like. I liked 4 Horses. And I like this one, Road to Joy. So it's a 50-50 proposition right now. I mean, he's touring too. He's been on the road. I've seen some of the stuff on YouTube, and he sounds great. Sounds great. The band sounds great. He's doing a little bit less dancing. He was always into the choreographed dance thing where the band would move with him. He does a little bit less of that. There was one show I caught almost the whole thing of. It was, I think it was from Italy. I think. Or was it Greece? Not like they're the same place at all or anything, but I can't remember. Anyway, it was in the daytime. It was a daytime show, and it didn't get dark until like the end of it. So I felt like I didn't get the whole show. I kind of feel like you need to see his gig in the dark. He usually comes here too to Hawaii, but he didn't. There's nothing on the docket for him coming out here. But I don't know if I'd go anyway, because ticket prices are so outrageous. I remember last time Duran came here and I didn't go. Well, there was a lot going on at that time. When Duran came, I was in the middle of a lot of stuff. It kind of snuck up on me and kind of got by me. But I remember it was like something outrageous, like $300 for tickets. And this was in like 2017, I want to say. I guess it was just, things are, more expensive here. And also at the same time, the concert industry was starting to have their prices go way up. So, yeah, that's that. Joe Kiska. Joel? Is it Joel? Joel from Greta Van Fleet came out as homosexual, I think today or yesterday. I'm surprised it's not the bass player. Because you see what that guy wears, he's like got straight up women's clothes on. Not that, I mean, I've dressed in women's clothes myself. I can't really cast aspersions, but if I'm casting aspersions, I'm not doing it in the direction of Greta Van Fleet, because I like that band. They're good. I like their earliest stuff. Those 2 EPs that they made into an album, however the fuck you want to talk about how they released it. Great. The first real full-length one I didn't like, the Peaceful Army, was boring. And then the last one, dude, was really good. Forget what it was called. Now they got this new one coming out. It's like a concept album, and I heard the single, I watched the video, and I don't know, it's just kind of, I don't get it. Maybe once I hear more of it, or the context of it. A lot of people complain about his voice, but I like John Anderson and Geddy Lee, so it's not all that different from them, It's a lot more proggy. I feel like they turned to more prog after the original few EPs or the album or whatever, because people on their case about the Led Zeppelin thing. So I probably it was a move in that direction, like well, not calculated, but it was a conscious move really in that direction, just to try to get some of that Zeppelin heat off them, I guess. I don't know, I didn't have a problem with that. So I looked at it was, fuck it, give me 10 more bands that sound like Zeppelin, I'll take that over what they're producing today. Everything comes out of a box, It's all producer driven as far as like, popular music. It's fucking garbage. It's always been garbage though. Like, it's not an old man thing. In 1991, I was saying music was garbage. I was a kid then, so. But, Masters of the Ashes, man. The good thing about today though is you could find your own thing. Like, you could find your own kind of music you're interested in, and then if you have something like Spotify or a streaming service, you never have to hear anything else. It'll set up your world. It'll make this nice bubble for you, where it'll play tracks you like, things you might like. It's fucking great. Like when years ago, I would know, even if I couldn't stand it, I would know the popular songs or the top whatever, because you just couldn't escape them. The only time I'm subjected to that kind of shit is now if I'm in Long's or Ross. The music they play over there, it's the only time I hear that stuff. Like really, it's like R&B, but really watered down, computerized, just crap. Like, it's been that way for a while though. This is nothing new. So yeah, with that, you can make your own you can live in your own bubble. You know, which is nice. Sometimes I have to do that because I can't live in this one. I don't know what the fuck you know. I observe it. I'm certainly I'm in this world, but not of it. That's what they tell you to do. That's what God says. You know, just check with Him, and He'll put you right. He'll put you in the right direction. Noticing too, like speaking of God, all this a lot of anti-Christian shit, man. Like I've been listening to just different podcasts with my Spotify. Just have them on the background while I'm cleaning the house or something. I'm trying to do a little project. And man, like a lot of these normie sort of podcasts that are popular, and YouTube pages as well, they just openly make fun of Christianity. Like if someone is a Christian, they just say, well, he's a Christian, blah, 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 and no one bats an eye. It's fucking weird. You know, popular culture has been dogging Christians for a while now, but it's getting to the point now where it's going beyond making fun of them. It's like if they think you are one, you're just the bad man. Oh, what's happening here? Christian.
Act like a guy ain't watching, and you keep continue leaving that homo.
What were we just talking about? Oh, he's riding on about homosexuals. I don't know. I like that guy. He's all right with me. He's riding around yelling about homosexuality, and if you can't be a real Christian if you're homosexual, I don't know. That guy's got balls, especially here. Here, everybody is so like you can't get blued in here. Maybe Massachusetts, but the thing is, here it's worse because everybody's in the streets. It's hot, so no one's inside. So you know, yeah, that guy's got some balls. Good for him. But yeah, it's as a Mario thing, like we were just talking about that Christianity, about how people are turning on Christians, and you're the bad man if you're a Christian. And guy comes rolling up yelling about fake Christians. That's synchronicity. Oh, we haven't seen Carl in a while. We haven't seen a lot of those dudes in a while. I don't know what it is. I think it's just I forget about them sometimes, or they forget about us. I don't forget about Long's Drug though, so I'm gonna go in there. I'll fire it up on the way out. We'll hang out a bit more and try to come up with something more compelling to talk about. The Christian thing is crazy though. You could talk about, there's a lot to be said about that. The time's getting so that they're snaring the noose, or pulling the snare, snaring the hair, doing something. They're closing in on us. You know, that's why it's important now to proclaim what you are. What pushed me in the direction of doing so is all the hate I saw going toward Christians and Christianity. I'm like, they must be the good guys, so I gotta fully commit. Haven't been wrong about that kind of stuff yet, so. And I don't think I'm wrong now. I guess we shall see. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.